Evening, Cabby.
Good evening. How are you doodling?
Not bad, thanks. Still happy about. Still buzzing.
Yeah. It was great. Unexpected, to be honest with you. It's like, but class, isn't it?
But Middlesbrough, did you see not Middlesbrough, Plymouth result against Sheffield Wednesday?
Aye. Rooney's not going to last 2 minutes, is he?
No,
I think he'll take over the Preston job.
I don't think he will. No.
When I seen that at work today, I says I'm going to have to message Jacob straight away.
I knew you were going to say something because another Sunderland fan sent me it, and I'm like, already. And then I'm just thinking to myself, Cabbie's going to say something. I know now he'll be making that silly joke.
Oh, do you?
So we don't know who the Preston manager is now, do we?
We don't know. Right, I'm going to see if I can get Davey on the server here.
He's already
Come
here.
on, I'm on!
Oh, yeah, hello, Dave. Hey, I tell you what, I'm chuffed to bits with this. Like, Davey's really getting the hang of this.
Fucking buzzing.
Are you happy about Saturday, Davey? Happy about the result?
Hello, Jacob, are you back?
Yeah. Long time no see.
Bloody hell, I thought you'd gone to the other side.
No. Been chilling in the summer.
I'm just getting Davey set up on the old thingy here.
Oh, hey, Cabbie, man, you should be organised, man, now.
I've been putting my makeup on.
Getting his dress ready, getting his frock ready, and his...
Absolutely. Hey, I love it. We're like set up. This is great. Aye, well done, Davey, for finding the server straight away. Chuffed a bit, mate.
Yeah. Can you see me picture like it?
Aye, spot on.
Yeah.
Absolutely spot on. You been on the radio tonight, Dave, or not?
Yeah, first one on.
Oh, good lad. I'll have a listen back to that. Was it all right?
Aye, good. Kieran Brady's on.
Oh, he's good, Kieran, isn't he?
Aye. You never watched the match, like. Once you putting a bloke on that's never watched the game.
Really?
Aye.
Oh, dear. Honest to God. Hey, I've got 11 people tuning in, watching already, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet.
Good. Get them on the phone.
Get them on the phone.
I tell you, Davey, I was at the Bradford and Marseille match, the pre-seasons.
Yeah.
I was at them two games, and of course, Bradford, we were shocking, but it was a B team. But Marseille, we were marvellous against Marseille.
That'll be the team tomorrow night, Jacob.
A Bristolian Mackem is in the chat. Hello, Bristolian Mackem, and so is Joseph Billingsley. Welcome to the both of you. Welcome to the Mack and Cabbie and Davie show with another regular who's joined us tonight is the Yorkshire Mackem. How are you doing, guys?
Very well, thank
you.
Evening.
Good evening. So it's our first game of the season's come and gone. Were you expecting that? I'll go Davie first. Were you expecting that result?
Aye, I was confident. I was confident, but we didn't play particularly well. We only had 33% of the ball, but when we did have it, we were dangerous. And I thought our setup was brilliant. We looked the strong side.
We did. What about you, Jacob? Were you expecting that result, mate?
Going into it with our record against Cardiff at their stadium, we do well against Cardiff away, but rubbish at home. So I had a little feeling we'd get something, but like Dave says, the way we played, the style of play was good and might not have been perfect in general performance, but it's the 3 points at the end of the day. And I just have a good feeling about Reggie Labrie from his interviews. And he's honest.
I'm just getting me drink. Carry on, Jacob.
Yeah. And I've heard he's meant to be like Peter Reid in the dressing room, Reggie Labrie, which is what you need.
Aye.
He don't take any nonsense.
No,
So,
I like him. Like he's just a cool head, isn't he?
Yeah,
He hasn't gone over the top because they've won. He's just ready for the next game. He's just like a workaholic.
yeah.
I like it. I like that.
Do you think he's better than Beale then, Davey? Is he better than Michael Beale?
Just a bit. Jesus.
Oh,
Like chalk and cheese, isn't it?
yeah. He like a car salesman, Michael Beale.
Mm-hmm. Aye.
Right, we've got some more people in the chat. Dougie Stewart's come in. Ken Walton, the member of the channel's come in. 21 people so far tuning in, which is an amazing figure for just turned it on. Dougie Stewart says, hi, Cabbie and Davie. He doesn't know Jacob's on tonight, I think, but Jacob's here as well. Heard the mighty Davie on Total Sport this evening. You got someone spying on you there, Davie.
Yeah. I'll switch the radio when the I'm coming on.
Davey's got a stalker.
So Davey, what did you talk about tonight on Total Sport?
Well, I talked about the shape. I was over the moon with it. I mean, we played like four at the back, and the two fullbacks played as fullbacks.
Mm-hmm.
None of this inverted crap. They just played as two fullbacks. Dan Neil played right in front of the centre halves, never moved all afternoon. Two lads in front of him would keep going forward all the time, and we played three right up top. Two wingers were right up top, and me ended up the middle. And it suited us. It looked good.
It was. I mean, obviously we weren't outright in attacking football, but it was more entertaining to watch than what it has been the 3 quarters of last season, wasn't it? You can tell he's got us playing better.
We were driving forward, man.
Fast paced, that's his style, isn't it? Reggie LeBrie, it's more
Fast
paced.
When Brown gets the ball, his first thought is to run about 5 yards.
I was impressed with Brown, mind. I thought
Joe and all. I mean, Joe's been getting some jip on the channel. I love him, mate. He just runs all day.
And of course, he set up the second goal, didn't he?
Chasing back, got the ball back.
And that's without strikers. I mean, imagine what it would be like if we bring strikers in.
Well, that's what I said on the radio tonight, Stuart. I said to Kieran, I says it will be absolutely disgusting if we don't bring at least one striker in to give that manager a chance. Like,
and what did Kieran say to that then? Did he?
Totally agrees. Well, Stuart, I've never met anybody who doesn't agree we need a striker.
I still say we're going to hang on till deadline day, though. I mean, there's already 2 lads that were sniffing around for Tottenham, 2 young'uns on for a loan. I think that's the way. I think that's the way we're going to go. You know, I think we're going to get loans on deadline day for strikers. Do you know that?
Well, I'm not bothered if the loans are not, as long as we get 2 in, like an experienced one and like an upcoming young one, a good one though.
What do you reckon, Jacob? Would you be bothered about loans?
Well, I'd like to have one permanent at least. I think we should get Mendy as a permanent and maybe get a loanee who's up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
And just so long as they're good and they know where the back of the net is, that's all we want. And so long as they play for the badge and they're not a money grabber, all that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite evident to me that Mendy is LeBrie's picking it. It must be.
Yeah.
Because he knows him.
Yeah, and he's not happy with he's not happy with Kane or what is it? He's not happy with the.
Do you know we haven't said hello? It's my daughter Summer. She likes to come and say hello.
Hello, Summer.
Hi, Summer.
So I'll say hello. There we are. Right, you're going to go back down in there. Good girl. She always likes to come and say hello. Bless her. Oh, she's a little topper. Sorry, where were we there a second? We're kids.
We're just saying that Mendy, the team that Mendy's at now, he's not happy with him. The way he's been treated and his owners, same way I think Mendy does want to leave.
Hello.
So.
Hello. We've got our first regular caller of the show. We've got Rosie. Hello, Rosie.
Oh, Rosie, never misses.
How are you? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
I've just asked Davey and I've just asked the Yorkshire MACKEM, Jacob. So were you expecting that that win performance from Sunderland at the weekend?
I was absolutely over the moon that we beat Cardiff. I was actually watching it on Sky Sports Plus.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely happy that we won 2-0.
Absolutely. And Davey was saying he was impressed with Brown and Joe Bellingham as well. Do you agree?
Yeah. The other person who I was impressed with was Mienda.
Oh, he was good. He had a chance at one point.
Yeah.
And he actually surprised me. And also, I was just reading that we're looking at getting Daniel Jefferson on loan.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, we've been linked with a couple of lads as well
Sheffield United player.
Yeah, Sheffield United playing a couple of lads from Spurs as well. Yeah, you on about Mienda and that, and I think a lot of people were harsh about saying he should have buried that chance. But if you look at it again, the keeper made a decentish save, and he was sort of off balance when he sort of hit that as well.
Wait. Stuart, stop being kind. He nearly fell over, you mean? He should have took it with his right foot.
So hopefully it's going to be decent.
Then it'd have been 3-0.
Right.
The first round of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Davey says Mienda should have buried that with his right foot. He says there's no excuses, Davey said there, but you know everybody looked as it was all odds on goal without a doubt. It was your star man, Rosie.
For me, my star man was
Luke O'Neill.
Great game.
Aye, Davey said he had a great game as well, and of course he got that goal, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aye, he played really well on that game, and so was our new player Brown. I was impressed with that.
He is absolutely fantastic. I'll be glad when I see him starting to score goals.
I was surprised how poor Cardiff City were, mine, Rosie. They didn't really create anything, did we? Or was it the case of Sunderland were just too good at shutting the door?
To what I watched, the pressing from Sunderland was absolutely class. They closed every single ball down and made it hard for Cardiff. There was a couple of chances where Cardiff had, especially Chris Willock, but we had it all covered.
Yeah, we did look kind of. I thought that as well, mind. When Cardiff were coming forward, I wasn't like panicking, thinking, "Oh, we're in sort of trouble here." We did seem pretty comfortable. There was a couple of times where the ball bobbled loosely in the box, and but the majority of it, I thought we were blocking crosses and blocking balls into the blocks really, really well. I just think from top to bottom, it was an overall solid display.
Yeah, same. One surprise what I was shocked about is reading Preston offense manager Ryan Lowe has left the club by mutual consent.
Yeah, lads, what do you think about that then, Ryan? You know, of course, we're playing Preston tomorrow. Is that a surprise news that he's gone as manager?
Aye, I mean, he wasn't sacked. He has left. Like I seen the chairman on talking on the telly.
He wasn't sacked. That's right.
Yeah.
As Rosie says, he left with mutual consent. So
Kind of shocking. I mean, already in this season's just started and he's gone.
But that was the reason why Brown actually left Preston, because he couldn't get on with Ryan Lowe.
That's strange. It's strange, isn't it? I mean, we've had that problem many a times where we've cut the wrong manager in and there's fallen out with players. Just look at last season,
Beale.
for example, when
Ian
Beale came. Yeah, when Ian Beale came. So before you go, Rosie, are you confident for tomorrow? You got any predictions for the Preston game tomorrow night?
I'm actually going to go for a 3-0 Sunderland win.
Wow, 3-0, another clean sheet as well. Any goal scorers you fancy?
I'm not going to predict the goal scorers yet, because it all depends what lineup the Green puts out tomorrow.
But you're going for a 3-0 win. I'll take that, like.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Our cheers for calling in, Rosie, once again. Absolutely spot on. Some good points, and we'll have a crack on. And we'll enjoy listening to the rest of the show. And cheers, Rosie, for calling in. Thanks, Pet.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers,
Bye-bye.
Rosie. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Good old Rosie. But yeah, she made some kind of pretty decent points there. I think more or less was what you'd said, Davey, and that. That you like our attacking style of player. I kind of fault any players. I mean, Patterson was quiet because I don't think he had really anything to do, did he? To be honest with you.
One save, and it was an easy one.
Was that the head? Was that the header?
I cleared it wide, didn't he?
Aye.
That was it, though, the whole 90 minutes.
No.
They kept throwing themselves down, though, didn't they, Cardiff? Trying to claim a penalty or trying to get in the ref's good books, didn't they?
Aye, I know. It's going to catch up on the chat here. There's been quite a few comments coming up now. Ken Walton, the manager, Ken Walton, the member of the channel. You all right, mate? He says, good evening to you both, and Jacob. Nice to be here. Burning in Cornwall tonight. Red hot.
Sunny here as well.
It is
down
nice
in Leeds.
Joseph, where we at? Joseph Billingsley says, hopefully we can continue on the way and hope we can do up this season, as I think this could be our season to go up. Has he been overconfident there, do you think? Or it's only one game, isn't it? Why no, absolutely.
But it all boils down to the striker situation, isn't it?
Yeah,
that'll determine whether we're going up anywhere near.
Yeah. As you said, we need that 25 goal tally scorer, don't we, to have any chance of getting pushing up that league. He says, hopefully Adam Brown can score tomorrow against his former team. Well, it often happens against us, doesn't it? Dougie Stewart's on about the loans. As long as we don't get another bird's tour, I don't think that can be.
I don't think that's possible.
No, I don't think that's possible.
I don't think there's another player out there like him.
Nah. Red and White Army Productions, evening. How are you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Joseph Billingsley says, when's Daniel Ballard back? Does any of you guys know about that?
End of the month.
He's end of the month, yeah. Yeah.
What did he do again? Does he just...
Did he get injured in one of pre-season games or training?
He's had a minor knee operation. Right, so it's just recovering back here.
Yeah. He'll be back the end of the month.
One-way ticket, Dave. Hello, mate. How you doing? Like the name. Brown should be captain. Too much pressure on Neil. Last season, Neil always played better without the armband. What do you reckon of that comment?
He wasn't. He had a quiet game on Saturday, but then again, he played right as a sitter, so he wasn't going to be involved as much.
No.
SJ.
He's a Sunderland lad as well, so it's good to have a Sunderland-born lad as a captain.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, absolutely. Hello, SJ. Welcome along, mate. I see Preston have sacked their manager. Yeah, well, he's left, apparently on mutual consent. Yeah, the Preston fans want Brown back. Well,
they were not happy when he left. Preston fans, they were all saying, "Oh, he's miss you," or "Sunderland, he's a good player, he'll do well for you." So it's good to have that reassurance.
One-way ticket, Dave says Mundle will run riot tomorrow. Looked great pre-season. Yeah, a lot of people like the look of Mundle.
Played well against Bradford. He was the only decent player in that Bradford game.
Oh God, aye, absolutely. Joseph says, Miss Ballard Lords at the back. I think he's one of our best players. Yeah, he's solid, isn't he?
No, definitely.
Richard Stedman's just come into the chat. Hello, mate. Evening, lads. I think it's a confidence issue up to, at the moment, with Mienda. He thinks it's just a confidence thing only. I like him, and he has some pace about him too. A bit more confidence, he reckons, and he'll come good. Well, we hope so. That's all we want, isn't it?
But if we get another striker in, it will give him confidence, and all, man, he'd be able to learn off him.
Well, yeah, of course it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who was your guys, Jacob? Who was your man of the match on Saturday?
It might be a surprise, but I'd actually go with Meander. He did seem really good. And I know he had that missed chance, but he did. I think he'll come good along the season. Just give him a bit of time. He's only 19 still. He's a year younger than me, so he's bound to make mistakes, So, but give him time. He'll come good.
What about you, Davey? Was you a man of the match that you thought, yeah, that was quality, that?
Well, my man of the match by an absolute street was Dennis Serkin. He was absolutely brilliant.
Mm.
It's right we keep him fit. Got to keep him fit because we haven't got another left back.
And just as Davey says it there, I've just picked up that picture there. Dennis Serkin, defender, man of the match. And he scored that really good header as well. Was that against Marseille, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's quality, man. He makes Jack Clark a better player now.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fingers crossed he stays, Clarky.
And when you look at, I know, and you look at pictures like that, to me, I'm just showing Dave a picture of when Luke O'Nine's holding up Jack Clark to the fans. I mean, that shows good team spirit as well. So there's a good feel-good factor around the side again. I mean, there must be something because a lot of the players are wanting to stay rather than wanting to be out.
No, they'll all want to stay.
Yeah, well, they've been praising Reggie Labrie in pre-season as well, saying, "Oh, we like him. He's, we like his, in training he's good. So if all players are liking him, it's got to be something, isn't there? Got to be something in him."
Here we are. We've gone through the player ratings in there. So we've got Anthony Patterson. He got a 6 out of 10. He said distribution a little mixed at times, but a really strong save from Gudas early on was crucial. Solid start of the campaign. And I think wasn't that what you said, Dave? You made that save.
Yeah, that's all he did, Dave. I mean, he didn't have another shot on target.
Right. Try Hume. He got a 7 out of 10.
Solid.
Crashed into challenges throughout. Particularly strong in the first half. A good test against the impressive Chris Willock, and one he came through in the main. So good was the thingy there. Dennis Serkin, 9 out of 10. A superb return to competitive football. Clever header to assist the opener and carried the ball forward so well in the first half. Quieter in the second a little bit, but defended well and put in one brilliant cross that should have led to a goal. Massive to have him back. It's a must we keep him fit. The team seems to gel when he's on the pitch.
Yeah. Massive to keep him on the pitch.
Absolutely. Luke O'Nine got an 8 out of 10, another high score. Says 1 or 2 nervy moments, but generally defended very well against his opposite number and took his goal nicely. Can't ask for much more than that for Luke O'Nine. That's a fair assessment of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some more. Alan Brown, he got a 7 out of 10. Overhit one cross from a very promising position at the end of the first half, but showed why he looks like such a good signing otherwise. He competed well, picked up good positions at both ends of the pitch throughout. Yeah. Canny operator, really good start. He can only get better. Dan Neal gets a medium, in the middle 6 out of 10. Apparently caught in possession once or twice through the early stages of the first half, but settled nicely and put in a mature performance at the base of midfield. Yeah. Joe Bellingham gets not a respectable 7. Took him a little while to get into the game, but came on really strong in the second half. His pass from Meyenda's chance should have led to the assist and did really well to win back possession for the second goal. Secured the points. So that's not bad scores for Joe Bellingham there indeed. Patrick Roberts, I thought he had a decent game, to be honest with you. What did Patrick Roberts get? Let's have a look. Patrick Roberts, he got a 7 out of 10 as well. A really big shift from the winger, especially in the second half when he got through a lot of defensive work. Some bright moments, and his lovely free kick was key to the opener. solid start from Patrick Roberts. We could be seeing the old Roberts starting to return back to form.
Yeah.
Jack Clark gets a 8 out of 10. Strong showing, though you'd expect nothing less, of course. Won the free kick that led to the goal with a run inside. Typical Clark. He was in the position, looked like he's never going to score. He finds the gap, tucks it into the corner. His trademark finish, took his goal well. Overall solid performance from Jack Clark. Eliza Mienda, 5 out of 10, the lowest out the lot. Is that a bit harsh? Poor Mienda. Was always going to be a big ask leading the lineup in the Championship. Put a shift in though, but struggled to impact the game. Had one big chance before going off. That was well saved by Horvath. I think that's that chance that you're on about. Should have scored. A 5 out of 10. Nasri Rusin put himself about late on and played part in the second goal. 6 out of 10. Do you think they're fair enough assessments then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
I'd
bad
say
at all.
so, yeah.
Let's see if we catch up on any more. 34 now in the chat. God, there's loads of messages coming through. Just bear with me. Kind of keep up. I think I need an assistant here from Radio Newcastle here. Yeah, WRA Productions says he reckons he's going to go for a prediction. Preston 1, Sunderland 4. He says goals from Rigg, Mundell, Brace and Rusin. Joseph says, I was actually surprised Barr didn't play on Saturday as I thought he would have started. Do you think he would have started Barr than you lot? Were you disappointed he wasn't starting?
No.
Not really.
He's never had 9 minutes, has he, really?
And I don't think Pembele should be on loan. I think maybe Pembele should go permanently. He's not been
good
playing
enough.
well at the minute.
Not good enough. Hope he's not playing tomorrow night, but I think he will be.
Well, it could be, I suppose. Richard Stedman says, I like the 4-4-2 shape we played a bit on Saturday. It suits us more. Plus, we still look dangerous on the counter-attack. I think he's right on that, don't you? I think, as you said, we looked more dangerous, more of a threat going forward. There was none of that sideways passing back like of last season. That was nice to see that gone, wasn't it?
Getting the ball forward quicker.
Getting the ball forward quick, and of course, the quicker you get it forward, the more difficult it is for the defenders. This passing backwards and sideways used to drive you balmy, Jacob, didn't it? It was just giving everybody a chance to park the bus back. That's why we could never break them down.
Yeah.
RWA says, man of the match for me Saturday was Alan Brown. Was really good on the ball despite the sideways passing, but he played a good game. Richard Stedman, Job was man of the match for me. Yeah, Dougie Stewart says, when Ballard is back, do you think 09 will be dropped?
No.
I don't think he will.
He's a tank, though. He's Ballard. He's a good defender.
Yeah,
So I think him added to the squad now, I think will be it's a good team. That
One Way Ticket says
very strong side.
Brown was in the right place every time the pressure was on, says One Way Ticket. Colin Major, hi lads.
Welcome.
Welcome, Colin.
Have you it says, hi lads, have you heard anything about Stewart coming back on loan? Don't know if there's any truth in it. Well, of course, that was reported that Southampton was putting Stewart on loan, and could Sunderland should pull out the stops to bring him back here. What do you think, Davey, Jacob, on that one?
No chance.
No chance for you, Davey.
All you can do is take it with a pinch of salt.
I think
couldn't afford his. They wouldn't pay his wages.
It's whether the fans would have him back as well. Would he be welcome? But
he's on 40 grand a week at Southampton. He's not going to come back here for fucking 10 or something, is he?
That's a strange one, isn't it? It's just typical transfer window, isn't it? You get all these stuff getting reported in and that. RWA says Hajeldi and Agialessi are left back options, and so is Anderson. SGS Serkin's buyback clause has expired as well, so we can now demand our own price, especially if Spurs want him back.
Yeah, they're not wanting back, man.
No, I don't think they will. I think they've got in Premier League. I
Different,
think they've got
different
different class.
direction,
Yeah.
then.
But SJ says, would you trust Hajeldi though? RWA, he's not that good. He was
No, he's vital. Serkin's vital. He's the only proper left back we've got.
He is. I totally agree. Pixel Rich,
At
hello.
least he has a centre half who we've played at left back.
You know. Pixel Rich, hello mate. How you doing? He says, sorry late in lads. Had a few things to do. Have I missed much? Welcome along, mate. We've just been going over the Cardiff City game. Just going over how good we were and how much we were high pressing. We've done gone through the player ratings and stuff. Steve Taylor, we'll give you a prediction for this season, guys. He says Luke O'Nien will be a bit part player this season. That's why he lost the team captain's armband, centre back pairing Alesi and Ballard.
Yeah.
Joseph says, I don't know where we would be if we didn't have Roberts or Jack Clark. Do you think we would miss them two players?
Massively.
Oh, aye.
They get us up the pitch, man.
Vital, aren't they?
Aye.
SJ says, will Pavida get a chance tomorrow? He seems to have disappeared since he signed. He's still getting his fitness up, I believe.
Yeah, he's not even in the squad.
He's not even in the squad, no. And a lot of people said he's put on quite a bit of weight, but we've signed him for a reason, and he's also not playing for a reason. He's obviously not fit enough. Richard Stedman, we look a lot more organised this season. Players knew their roles on Saturday. They did, even though it's only one game. But we can only report what we're seeing and what we watched, and it's all good. Joseph says 2-1 Sunderland tomorrow. Clark and Roberts to score, of course, if they're playing. Richard Stedman, I'm going for 2-0 tomorrow. Goals will... I think O'Nien will replace Alesi. That's what he thinks of. No, sorry, that was Pixel Rich. Has just jumped the comment there. When Ballard comes back, I think O'Nien will replace Alesi. Richard says, I'm going for 2-0 tomorrow. Goals from Mundell and Ushish. Rosie Laws says, the first manager I thought left the club was Ryan Rooney from Plymouth. And I think he'll be the first person to get a bloody sack, to be honest with you.
He's hopeless, isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's cracking.
He can't even set his teams up properly, man. He's absolutely hopeless.
I think Michael Beale's better than bloody Rooney, and that's saying something.
Rooney hasn't got the clue. He doesn't even know how to set the team up, man.
He keeps getting
Can't
jobs,
talk
though,
properly,
doesn't
can he? He's a scouser. He's a scouser. He can't talk properly.
No.
Well, he's,
Only kidding.
It's going to be a costly experience, this for Plymouth, I tell you, because he'll not be on small wages, Rooney.
He'll get sacked by Christmas, Davey. He'll be gone by Christmas.
I don't think he'll last by Christmas, to be quite honest with you.
But I said on the radio the night he'll be gone before the clock's gone back. So when's that?
October, innit? Around
There you
October.
Aye, so there you go.
So Halloween, then that's when he'll go.
Right, he's
Around-
hopeless.
There's coming news
Or
coming.
it might be end of September, I think, or maybe it might be end of September actually. But yeah, won't last long.
Sunderland linked with 3 strikers as Speakman's search heats up, according to the Echo.
Heats up.
Heats up. Well, you'll have to turn the gas up.
Yeah.
I think it's just the players that we've gone over, to be honest with you. It's a horrible page, the Sunderland Echo. Like when you click on it, like you have about 50 pop-ups that come on. You can't read it.
You've got to you've got to join it and all that crap, or it tucks you off.
Yeah, I think there's one player Sunderland considering a move for Bournemouth man as striker Hunt hots up. Have you heard out about that?
Bournemouth. Is that Jefferson?
That Sheffield United player.
Daniel Jefferson, Bournemouth striker wanted by Sunderland.
Yeah, I think didn't he
Jefferson
go to
was there,
Sheffield
didn't he?
United as well?
No, I think he went to Bournemouth.
He's a Bournemouth player. It's
But
just
they have just sold the main striker. What do they call him? Who gets all the goals? Bournemouth?
Oh, I know how you mean. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know how you mean. I know who was it? Who was it? Oh, anybody in the chat know who it is? Somebody on the chat must know.
He's just signed for Tottenham. Oh, what do they call him, man? I can picture him.
Joseph says, imagine if we had Wayne Rooney, it's never going to happen.
Nah.
Rooney's more into punditry at the minute, says Richard. Colin Major says, Davie, one-word shot put. I used to do that as well.
They asked us on the radio in Newcastle, if I was in the Olympics, what would my sport be? I says, it'll be shot put because I was the champion at school because I was 6'7" when I was 12-year-old.
Were they laughing?
Well, speaking of Olympics, we didn't do too bad, did we?
No.
Did pretty good.
That player you're on about is Dominic Solanke.
That's him.
That's the one. That's Solanke or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know. There's decent following of Sunderland fans as well. It's quite a way to go down Cardiff, isn't it? South of Wales there. But they were loud right the way through.
Yeah.
Didn't really hear the Cardiff fans, did you?
No. Just at the beginning.
God, there's more signings we're getting linked with. It's just going to get more and more stories. The nearer to get to transfer deadline day we'll get, the more and more we're just going to continually get linked to. We've got 40 people now watching the live. There's loads of people who still comment on Solanke and things like that. So right then, our next opponents at home, Sheffield Wednesday, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you watch them last? Did you watch them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw most of the second half.
Like I say, it was hard to judge. It was hard to judge them because Plymouth were that poor. They weren't even set up properly. They didn't know where they were playing or not.
No, they didn't. They were.
No, it was dreadful.
They were so disjointed at the back, Plymouth.
And I mean, look who they've got playing at the back. Galloway.
Aye. Is that George?
I mean, he's one of the worst players ever to pull a Sunderland shirt on him.
But saying that, you've still got to do the job, and it was a professional, solid performance from Sheffield Wednesday. Mm-hmm. They've got the best goal difference at the top of the league. It'll be a different game against them. Do you think? I mean, would you change?
Well, they'll have Sheffield Wednesday will come and have a go. They're not going to sit with a low block.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
That'll suit us. That'll suit us.
Would you make any changes to the way we play, or do you think we should just carry on where we left off?
Just carry on.
Carry on at the minute, yeah.
Look, every game you're gonna play is gonna be a test. It's difficult.
And you're not gonna win them all, are you? You just got to be.
It'll be a good game on Sunday, man. I think it'll be a good game.
Aye, we massively need to improve our home form, though.
Yeah.
You know we need to make it a fortress. The stadium, I like. I mean, I reckon there'll be a decent crowd there as well. You know.
Oh, be full house, I would think. They'll bring a few thousand.
Always do. They usually fill that top concourse behind the goal.
And they're nice and loud.
I like the Sheffield Wednesday fans and all. They need bother. They need bother.
Proper old club, innit?
Proper old club. Decent fans. You didn't get any trouble from them. Or out like that.
They can relate to Sunderland, you know, because they were in League One with us at one point. They could relate to the frustration of a big club being in League One, you know. So
yeah, not like certain clubs that have come to the top tier, and the likes of Portsmouth and stuff, Hoy and stuff, and this and that and the other.
No, I think Portsmouth are a championship club. Maybe I think Portsmouth are bigger than League One.
Joseph says, any of yous going to the match on Sunday?
No, I won't be able to make it. I can't, because, you know, my dad works, and also it can be a bit of a journey from Leeds to Sunderland. So, but I've been watching it on Amph's MACKEM's channel
Right,
from
good on.
there.
Are you going, Davey?
Aye, but it's on Sky, innit?
Yeah, I think there's going to be more games on Sky with Sunderland than there is not this
Yeah.
season. Is that is that one of your dogs? I thought it was something from my end.
No. Somebody must have walked past the window.
I've got the MACKEM Cabbie's cat and I've got Davey's dog.
No.
Joseph says 3-0 Sunderland against Wednesday. Out like being confident.
Aye. I'm saying, Joe, at them tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Never scored a goal in the last 6 games.
Really? Let's hope that continues.
Aye.
There's a lot of fans saying they're not that bothered about the League Cup, blah blah blah. They couldn't give a toss about it and all that, but you still want to see your team win, don't you?
Yeah, it builds momentum, man. You've got to try and win.
You know,
Yeah, and have a good cup run.
You know when people say like, "Oh, the cup run just gets in the road and all that," but
not when you've got 2 teams. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No.
It means them lads need to get a game, don't they? Every month or whatever it is, the rounds come up.
Richard Stedman says the young'un from Spurs is a decent shout. 24 in 25 last season for the reserves. I know it's reserves, but he's a shout. Yeah. I think I put a video about him up, about that guy as well. Rosie Law says apparently there is 3,000 supporters going to Preston tomorrow.
Yeah, believe it.
It's not that far to go either, Preston. It's not a bad ground as well.
Yeah, Manchester. It's near Manchester, is Preston. It's in Lancashire. It's in that same county as
just on the road for you, Stuart.
It's just down the road from me, aye.
On road all the way, innit? M6 all the way.
M6, and you're there within an hour and a half.
Aye.
But I'll be doing me.
Wouldn't be too far for me either, really.
No,
wouldn't be massively long for me.
Dougie says, "Come on, give the channel a thumbs up." Cheers, Dougie Stewart. Joseph says the goal scorers Bellingham, Clark, and Mayenda to score on Sunday against Sheffield Wednesday.
No.
Tomorrow, not tonight. Tomorrow at Mundle and Rig.
Yeah.
It's starting.
SGS says, never realised we kicked off on Sunday. What time's it on? It's 12:30, isn't it? Or is it 3
12,
o'clock?
isn't it?
Is it 12?
12, I think. It's on Sky, on proper Sky.
Let's have a look.
Have a look. Check it out.
There's a few games on at 12:30 next Saturday as well.
Well, Burnley have scored against Luton Town. Brownhill, the scorer. I think Burnley are going to be up there amongst the top of the frame from start to finish, I think.
Just 12
It's
against
12 o'clock
Wednesday.
kickoff. It's another early kickoff with the only game on that Sunday.
No, it's live on Sky.
That's right. Early. I prefer it on a Saturday, I mind, but there you are. You can't be fussy, can you?
No. Can't have everything you want in the world.
Oh no, it's loading me channel up again.
Burnley will be a test to get the week after.
Yeah, that's a 3 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah. Look, you expect Burnley, Sheffield United to be their top 2, don't you? Again, but yet again, you're always going to get that, aren't you, from teams coming down from the Premier League?
They're the 2 that spent the most money, Burnley and Sheffield.
Aye. Some say it's getting harder and harder to get up the Championship for a top 2 because it just seems to be dominated by the teams coming down. But there's always that time where teams will do as Sunderland when they get relegated from the Premier League and just gone on to free fall.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a 12 o'clock kickoff. Do you not mind them kickoffs, Davey, going the game early like that?
I know, it might need difference to me. I didn't drink anyway, so it makes any difference.
Do you ever see any of the lads there, like Mad Mistake and that? Do you ever bump into them?
No, because they're just always on the drink and I'll not bump into them, will I? Just piss aids. Have you seen the statement in the match, man?
I know.
Have you seen the video? Have you seen his videos of him and that
Wednesday.
Wincy.
Against the Wincies, yeah.
They're falling asleep behind the goal, man, because they're that drunk. It's comical.
The good lads, though, aren't they? Cracking fellas.
Great. I mean, the old man, he's absolutely drunk as a skunk when he leaves Wincy's.
He's...
what's his name? Oh, I know.
Raymondo.
Raymondo, yeah.
Raymondo.
Yeah. I bumped into the Mad Mistakes lass up here the other day.
He's on holiday, isn't he?
He's somewhere in the northeast, aye.
No.
Joseph says back in the chat, lads, do you know why Sheffield United only got 1 point on Friday night against Preston? I think they started
-2.
-2.
Minus deduction, yeah. Deduction points.
That's why. Pixel Rich says, lads, I've printouts of our fixtures until New Year. Sky Money is ruling. 8 p.m. New Year's Day, apparently we must have a game. 8 p.m. New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm. It's warmer now.
Terry's class like says Richard, he's a good lad. He's spot on. He's not full of himself either. He's a nice lad. Like I said, I've met him and all. Happy National MACKEM Day, says Rosie.
Yeah. MACKEM Day today.
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
I didn't see it on the news either.
No.
No, I just saw it on Instagram. It came up and I love the club. I love supporting the club. There's no, clubs like Man United, who don't have an atmosphere. Just look at our atmosphere. We probably sing more than the Manchester United fans or Man City fans at there.
Aye. Proper club, Sunderland, man. Proper club.
Yeah. Manchester United is a library. I know that Old Trafford is the biggest library in Manchester.
Right.
Just reading the comment thing here about Pierre Ekwa. Do you think he possibly could still be on his way out? Would he be a miss if he went?
No.
I mean, I don't mind Echo. He's a good player, but he had his dead leg, didn't he? Second half of the season. That's why he wasn't himself. But I think he can be lazy sometimes. But hopefully, Regis Labrie can maybe put a word in his ear.
Dougie Stewart says, "Got my cat trained well, Cabbie. He's enjoying the live show."
Is it a black cat?
Is it a black cat, Richard? Sorry, Dougie lad. Pixel Rich says, "I have a great day every match day with Wincy, Raymondo, and the Mad Mistake. All great friends." I'm sure he's got plenty kegs of beer as well in that. He always has a bite to eat, doesn't he? It's proper routine.
He puts the food on for him and everything. He's brilliant.
Wincy's Bar and Grill. Absolute class, man. Joseph Billingsley. Lads, at the end of the season, where do you think Sunderland will finish, says Joseph? It's a hard one, isn't it?
Hard one.
6.
Ask us in September when the window is shut.
Ask him when the window's shut.
Yeah, 10 onwards. I think from 10th onwards, maybe around there. I don't think we'll be bottom half like second half of last season. I think, nah.
It's all on the window.
Would you be disappointed if we finished outside the playoffs? Say we finished 7th or 8th. Would you say that was a failure, or do you think it's better than last season, or anything outside the playoffs? Would you say is pretty bad?
I'd be a little bit upset, but I'd be happier than I was last season because, it's not an easy league when you think of it, is it? Championship. They say League One's hard, but look at the Championship.
If you don't spend any money, you cannot argue if you're not out in the top 6, can you?
No. Well, top half, really, I guess.
You spend nothing. Spend no money.
Pastor Alex VPA, which is my son Ashton, he says, "Hello, Davie. Always class watching you, Davie." That's my son Ashton.
Good lad.
Pastor Alex VPA testimonies. Richard Stedman, we need Ekwa. We have no backup otherwise. SJ says no striker mid-table, proper strikers top 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm. Well, I think Mendy's going to come, but it's going to happen deadline day. I do think Mendy will come to Wearside.
Yeah?
Yeah, on his Instagram, by the way, a lot of Sunderland fans have been saying, "Oh, come to Sunderland, we want you at Sunderland." He's been liking the comments from the Sunderland fans, so could be a sign, could not be. Who knows?
Mate Brett Gibbs has just said on the reporting news it's a total different club. West Ham United remain in talks with Shabab Al-Ali over Kurt Zuma. However, his medical tests highlight there's an issue, and Brett says, "Oh, he's ate a cat."
Right. Terrible player anyway.
New manager now for West Ham. They got rid of Moisey, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
About time.
Spend some
For
money
them.
and all. I mean, that striker's a great player, that German.
Big club, West Ham. They should really be fighting for the top half at Prem. At least in the top 10 as well.
Have you managed to get hold of a strip yet? I know you don't get them, Davey, but Jake, have you managed to get a top?
I got the away shirt of this season, and I've also got some. They're not official shirts, but they still have them in the club shop. You know, one with the retro badge on, and is it Avec? How you say it? That brand. Yeah. The multiple shirts of that with no sponsor. A green one. I've got a green version, black. I think a red one or something like that. So yeah, and a random red Sunderland shirt with the badge on, and also some casual shirts. You know, the ones that look like you'd wear on a night out if you're going for a meal, something like that. You know, I've got one shirt like that. So yeah, hopefully I can get the home one for Christmas.
There's loads of people getting them from that
Hopefully if I have a
DH.
Christmas, I'll bring it.
There's loads of people getting them from the DH Gate website, and they're virtually identical. Mind, I've seen pictures of them. Apart from the fake ones, like there's a little smaller badge, but it's embroidered in, and people are getting them for like 14 quid. And I got me away top from last season, the fluorescent yellow one off DH Gate, and it's absolute spot on. And you can understand why people are doing it. Obviously, they save a hell of a lot of money, and they're sick of waiting because they just can't get hold of them online. So a lot of them have just gone elsewhere to get them.
It's better, isn't it? The embroidered badge. That's what a lot of clubs have, don't they? Generally, or I remember having that sort of style in the Premier League, and we then went on to sticky badge, didn't we? Which were just if you bought one of those shirts, it would come off in the washing machine, wouldn't it? Probably.
Yeah,
Don't want that. It's just cheap.
Dougie Stewart says need to paint the black bits red. Rosie Laws, can't believe the club show got broken into. Yeah, of course, that was last week with the riots and stuff. Little sods. Richard Stedman says, who is our back four this season if all the lads are fit?
It'd be Ballard, O'Nien.
Sirkin.
It'd be Sirkin, yeah. And Elise.
And Hume. Hume.
But Elise is good as well at the back. I think Elise is decent as well. Especially in that first season at Championship. But then I think he had a bit of an injury last season.
I tell you what, he made a crunch and tackle Hume again, didn't he? He's some play him and all that. I tell you what, if all our back four's fit, they're going to take some stopping to get past us, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty
good. Joseph says, my bottom three by the end of the season, Cardiff, Plymouth and Derby. I'd be surprised with Cardiff, mine, but...
Plymouth not, but... Yeah, I say Plymouth, Oxford and Stoke. I think Plymouth, Oxford and Stoke are going to be the bottom three.
Oh, I love Stoke they can do. Fucking money bags. Bet 365 on them.
Oh, Rosie's saying with the club shop broken into, apparently it's nothing to do with the riots. It was broken into recently, so it was broken into again. The hell? I didn't know about that. I really didn't know.
No.
We've got
but I don't think Derby will go down.
No.
I think they'll stay up, Derby.
Stuart.
Hello.
There can't be Sunderland fans breaking in because the Northern's need strips.
Well, no, this thing's wasting their time unless they're getting a collection of coat hangers for their wives or something.
Could be them lot up the road, Davey. Could be them.
Aye.
Them lot up the road.
They might be short on coat hangers.
Aye.
Yeah, it was boiled in twice in 8 days. Dougie Stewart says, dreading playing West Bromwich Albion, of course, because Josh Madger got a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that?
He'll be injured by the time we play us, man.
Yeah. Dan Ballard injured him, didn't he, Davey? Took him out. Oh, and that was it. That was his career. Well, not his career, but his season over. Last season.
Over.
Yeah.
He's a good player, Madger, like. He's exactly what we need now. Exactly.
But at the time when he left, he had a bit of a on that document on Sunderland Till I Die. He had a bit of a bad attitude, you know. But I think his agent was more the influence.
His agent was twisting him all over the place,
whispering in his ear.
He knows where the net is.
Get rid of agents.
Did you
I
notice?
say get rid of agents for football. Get rid of them.
On Sunderland Till I Die, when there was rumours that we were going to keep Madger and all that, and the Sunderland fans were asking him, you know, because he was turning the Sunderland lights on, and people were coming up, Madger, you're staying at Sunderland, and he was saying, I'm here to stay, mate, to be staying, and he looked nervous as hell saying it. You just knew there and then he's away, and it's his agent was doing all the twisting and you know.
But why didn't we pay the money we paid for Will Grigg? Why didn't we offer that to Madger? Well, it's $6 million for Will Grigg, so why couldn't we give that to Madger?
It still annoys me watching that documentary and seeing that Madger slip through the nets.
Donald Duck and salmon pants.
I don't think we would have gone into Division 1. Sorry, I think we would have got promoted out of Division 1 if we kept them. I definitely believe that. Pixel Rich, the DH shirts also have undersized Hummel logo and the stripes within it. Yeah, there's little tiny bits and bobs like that. But in general, for the price of it, you know, they're not too bad. They've still got the ship pattern, and they've got the picture at the back as well. So I think there's a pretty not bad little replicas, to be honest with you.
Stuart, I enjoyed your taxi video the other day.
That was a mag. I didn't watch the full video. I need to watch the rest of it.
Oh, with a Newcastle fan in.
Aye. What a pleb.
Because you said to Cabby, you said to him, "Oh, you're a Sunderland fan," and he went, "I'm a fuck."
I know. When he got in, he went, "What you got on?"
You know,
they don't talk properly, do they? They don't talk properly in Newcastle.
No.
They talk funny.
I blacked his face out, like, because you've got to be careful recording in the taxi.
I know. I was saying to myself, what's he put the cab there for?
You've got to. If I'm recording from my taxi, and I didn't ask for permission to record either. I just I was just already on, and I forgot. So I thought, oh well, I'll do a decent thing and block their faces out at least. And no, it was funny, wasn't it?
Great.
And he was saying, he says, do you support Sunderland? Do I fuck? I says, who do you support? I says, is it Middlesbrough? He went, no, how I was, it's got to be Hartlepool, and you know what I mean? It's got to be Hartlepool, who is it? To be fair though, decent fella, and I got a £3 tip off him at the end of the journey, so.
Oh, right.
I know. I know what would happen if you wore a Sunderland shirt in Newcastle, but what if you wore a Middlesbrough shirt in the city of Newcastle? I wonder what would happen to you.
Well, funny
they'd probably still beat you up, wouldn't they?
Funny you should say that. Every now and again I get jobs from the Carlisle Hospital to take little samples of medication to the RVI, and I'm driving there, not realising I've got my Sunderland top on, so I'm getting out the car, walking around the RVI, with my Sunderland top on, and I go into the path lab where I take the samples in the hospital, and the guy, every time he signs the, he says, "Mine," he says, "I don't know if I'm happy with you coming here with that on, mine." When he's signing for the medication, you know, I'm handing them over and that, you know. And it's funny. It's do I feel like we're do I shite? It's just the hospital, isn't it?
I'm hoping I want to get the double over Middlesbrough this season, beat them twice.
Aye.
I want to beat them twice. SJ says, I want to beat bloody Portsmouth. I want to absolutely pulverise them at the stadium. I like to hit them. Not in a personal way, of course, just sport.
No.
SJ says, anyone seen Ian Hart posting a pic of the Sunderland Academy on Twitter?
Yeah.
Saying something like, a good day here. He didn't
Yeah.
explain what meant, but rumours are
Gotta be
that
something good.
Clark's going to be getting an extension on his contract.
I mean, he won't say that. He won't say that if Clark were leaving, would he? He won't. I don't think he'd be saying that. Well, I hope not. Anyway, but
he probably would him. The work he ticket in.
He could be meaning that he's got a good fee for Clark. He's got quite a few millions for him for selling them on. It could be that. Dougie Stewart says Hume's the new John Kay. Did you ever what John Kay was class, wasn't he?
Aye, proper fullback.
He was solid, John Kay.
He used to come in like Trey Hume. Straight through the man and all. Ball and man, get in there.
It didn't matter how big the player was, Johnny Kay was there, like, wasn't he?
Aye.
Rosie says, please don't forget to call the show and speak with Cabbie and Davie and Jacob.
I think Rosie's the only one that's got the phone in.
I know, she's the only one that's got the guts, I think, at the minute. It's a start, though. It's a start.
No.
Dougie Stewart says, did you get the smell of scum out the cab when they got out? Well, funny thing is, before they got in, someone had shit themselves on the back seat, so it masked the smell a bit when they got in. But the banter's really, really funny when I get Newcastle fans in. It was even funnier when I used to do a night shift, and used to get the first phases that were going out for a meal and a few drinks, and they'd be going home by about 11 o'clock. You know, they didn't want to stay out all night, and sometimes I'd get 4 Geordies when they've had a few. And I wish I'd recorded back then, because I tell you, I had some laughs. With them. It's like when people keep saying to me and Carl, I say, "Oh, that's a Geordie accent you've got there." And I says, "Be careful." I says, "The meter's just gone up a fiver. You've said that." I says, "I'm from Sunderland." "Are you not a Geordie?" Like, "No, I'm from Sunderland." "Oh, well, you're Geordie, aren't you?" "No, I'm not."
No, there's a difference. There's a difference.
They didn't know. And it's funny when they ask questions as well. What are you supporting them for? What are you supporting that scum for? It's like, well, maybe it's because I was born and bred. That's got something to do with it, you daft git.
Or maybe it's because the club have got decent fans who are not obsessed with the rivals.
Richard Stedman, have a great night, lads. He says, love the banter and chat. How are you? Yeah, mate, it's great. It's great fun. Welcome anytime. And we've all said it'll be a decent show now the season started, because we've got more banter, more crack on. Rosie Laws, I will not get back to Hartlepool at midnight on Wednesday morning. Yeah, of course, coming back from the Preston match. He'll have the Hoover out, Dougie, says SGF, on about me, I think. Carrag Murphy, hello. He says, I saw a Geordie in a body warmer with the club crest on 30-degree heat the other day. Oh, God's sake. Fabrice, all hour in your taxi. Dougie Stewart, like the reply Cabbie on the video about getting the toilet duck out. Oh, freaking hell.
Well, Cabbie, there's something that's come out about Ekwa, but I think it's pretty much saying Sunderland are not actively looking to sell him at the minute, unless something changes. You know, unless they have a better offer. Udinese, the Italian team that won him. You know.
Oh, well, it's nearly time to wrap it up. God, that hour's gone quick.
Aye, flies, man, doesn't it, when there's something to talk about?
Have you enjoyed the show, Davey?
Why, aye, every time.
You enjoyed it there, Jacob, lad?
Yeah, glad to be back. Thank you.
Good lad, nice to see you, Jacob.
You too, Davey.
Yeah.
Maybe see you next week if you're about, Davey.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you later, boys. Good night.
Before you go, am I right in saying you're taking the dogs out?
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Right, see you later, boys.
See you later, Davey.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Oh, well, that's it. It's a good night from Davey. Good night from Jacob. Cheers for everybody
night.
tuning in again. I've really enjoyed the show.